Let me check it out. No, DK got a lot of buffs, but DP was ignored. All right. Yeah, usually, like to me, Death Prophet and DK, at least in professional games, they're pretty much the same hero. Like if DP gets like if a team wants to a mid hero push and they don't have Pogna, it's either DP or DK. But yeah, they do prefer the Death Prophet. I have a lot of sustain for her. It's gonna be hard to burst her down.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with that, with the shield from the Abaddon helping out, it can dispel off Decrepify, right? The shield from Abaddon.
And Frostbite, Dazzle from Crystal Nova. And I mean, pretty much the Shaker combo can also be canceled by the strong dispel of that shield. Now they are lacking. Now we're gonna probably know if the Pogna is a position 1, 2, or 3. Unless they pick their carry. Nothing jumps as a...
Okay. Wow, Necro coming out. So looking like it is going to be Pugner in the 3 and Necro in the middle lane to deal with that Death Prophet.
All right. Let's... I hear that started showing up more and more recently. Kind of surprised that they actually picked that against the Abaddon and the Earth Spirit. They have a lot of saves for the Reaper side. And also you have the silence from the Earth Spirit, but it is a pretty good combination with the Decrepify, right? You're going to be able to amplify the Reaper side damage.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's going to really hurt.
All right. So usually when you're against here like Necrophos, you want to be able to handle that Ghost Shroud somehow, either with a carry that has magic damage. So Juggernaut, not particularly bad versus Necrophos, or something that has a Dispel. They don't really have one right now. I wonder. I mean, the Death Prophet can go use Scepter. That's going to be able to
they've got the shield, right?
But it's only a defensive Dispel.
Oh, right.
They cannot take the Ghost Shroud out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And with both the Decrepify and the Ghost Shroud to get rid of, I feel like it would be a super value Oracle game, but unfortunately they've already got the 2 supports picked up. So hard to see how they're going to fit an Oracle into this draft, to be honest. And there's not that many heroes with offensive dispels. I mean,
Brewmaster, I think, could be the hero here for them.
Brew would be big. Sven, he has a talent which makes his Stormhammer dispel. You know,
that's true.
It does feel pretty good as a carry to be able to just kind of ruin a Pugner's day, just hunt him down every fight once you get that talent.
Yeah, but they do have the Pug on top of it, so it could be. Oh, I really like Batrider. I think it's a great lane, but now this Batrider. So yeah, either Pugner or Necrophos is going to be off lane, and they want to lane the Batrider versus that hero. And I think the Death Prophet doesn't really care too much if she's laning versus Pugner or Necrophos. They're both kind of evenish lanes. Maybe the Necrophos is a little harder.
Yeah, they're very similar heroes, but yeah, I think that the Necro does much better versus Death Prophet.
The Batrider can also, like, the Batrider has an advantage versus both, I want to say. The Pugner is a little faster, but the Necrophos definitely struggles versus the Bat. And now they have to pick carries for both teams. So I'm going to take the Anti-Mage out. Lifestealer was ignored during the draft. I wonder if... I don't think NiP will actually pick the hero. But Team Liquid, they do like running the Lifestealer, but it really depends on who Miracle's going to play. He doesn't play Lifestealer. Usually it's Matumum.
Yeah, that is his hero. You usually see Miracle and the more flashy heroes, but honestly, they're running out of room for Miracle heroes right now. I mean, I guess Mind Control on the Pugner and Necro being played by Matu, and then they get a stable carry in. And they have the 10th pick for him as well, so they can go for something crazy if they want to.
I really like this Juggerban from NiP, kind of similar to the Lifestealer in a way. And yeah, they're going to pick the Lifestealer. Okay. I mean, I like this because they took the 2 heroes that have like defensive dispels. The only hero left is Phantom Lancer, but the Lifestealer is probably going to go for Radiance, so it's already a decent matchup for NiP. And I wonder if they're going to try and they're going to need a Manta hero. Terrorblade and PR are available.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think there's any other option.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, if they wanted to, they could go for something like the Luna this game.
Yeah.
Alright, they go for the Weaver.
Select your heroes.
BKB hero?
Yeah, BKB hero. Can go for the Manta if he wants it, but more likely not to. But he's also got the his ultimate, the Time Lapse, which can help him get out some of these sticky situations. My only problem is that he's playing into an AoE silence from the Death Prophet, a silence from the Earth Spirit, and a lasso from the Bat Rider as well. Like, it's going to be a very difficult game for a Weaver to be the kind of winning force. And yes, you've got this Necro and this Pugna sitting on the front lines, able to basically be big damage sponges in the focus of the fights, which allows Weaver to scout around the edges, but I'm not too sure how successful that's going to be.
Yeah, I think this Weaver pick is pretty bold by Miracle. You don't care about the open wounds, but that's about it. As I said, the double silences are going to be incredibly good. And usually, as a Pugna, against some drafts, you can actually use the Crepify defensively, but they have so much magic damage on the side of NiP that the Crepify might actually increase the speed that Miracle dies. This is going to be a hard game to itemize because you need Lincolns for the Batrider. You need BKB for everything else. I wonder how Mirko's gonna tailor his build. But yeah, let's see how it pans out here. There's gonna be a Mind Control, Matumba, Necrophos. All right. I'm fine with this. I think that's the best because they're gonna probably set Mind Control versus the Batrider. Plugin is fast. It's very hard for the Batrider to slow him down enough. And Matumba versus Death Prophet is just an even lane. So interesting to see how things. And even the Weaver can also lane versus the Batrider. So they actually have both options.
Yeah, they absolutely do. It's might be musical lanes. I think they'll probably just go to the lanes and stick to it. I don't really see any swaps coming up because there's no like hard counter in the lanes. There's no one you really don't want to lane against anybody else. So I think they'll try and get the matchups they want, but if it doesn't go that way, then whichever team is having the disadvantage is going to live with it and try and make the best out of the situation. As we get into game number 1 between Team Liquid versus Ninjas in Pyjamas in the best of 3 winners matchup in the group stages of the MDL Disneyland Paris EU qualifiers. Exciting stuff here to find out who's going to be making it through the first team to end up in the upper bracket of the playoffs.
All right, so
you got any predictions based on these drafts?
I think it's pretty even. I think it's kind of empty words to just say it depends on the lane, but I really think it does because if they go for this Radiance build on the lifestealer, they're gonna have to create space with that Prophet. So she needs a good lane. She needs to start getting early towers, or else the lifestealer will not have space in the map, and they have that Pugna to force towers inside of Liquid. So if the Radiance comes too late, they will be out of towers. And the only thing that, is decent for NiP is the fact that they don't roach very well inside of Liquid. The Weaver has some minus armor, but it's not great.
True.
But if NiP gets early towers and the Radiance comes pretty fast, I think, and they start forcing those towers before there's a BKB or Lincolns on Miracle, the game could be pretty hard. So I think it can go both ways. It really depends on how the lanes fare out.
That's a cop-out answer. Come on, Bao. I'm going to need something more concrete. Make your prediction. Who's going to win this game, dude?
Okay, I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say NiP. I felt like Liquid was playing pretty sloppy against Alliance. So I'm going to say NiP in this first game, not the entire series.
Okay, and I have to say, I completely agree with you. I think this draft is better from NiP. It does more. I mean, both have push, but as you say, the Roshan potential slightly better from NiP. And the only thing is, we saw last game of Liquids as well. They love playing against teams which have these long cooldowns. They might be trying to abuse the sexism a little bit here, as it is their only way to push and take towers without that lifestealer having a ton of items. But yeah, I think this Weaver is just going to have a very difficult game as he starts off down bottom versus the Bat Rider.
Yeah, they have decent gap close on the Weaver. Cool. Needs to be very careful. They're both gonna buy sticks here. A lot of spammable spells on the safe lane of Liquid. But yeah, I think so. Which side lane is gonna get first blood first? You wanna bet?
Ooh, okay. It's gotta be bottom, right? Like I reckon just a couple more sticky napalm stacks on the Weaver, a roll in, or even the Crystal Maiden if she gets too close. Like, these two heroes are very squishy. They get caught out by Saxa, and they will at one stage, then it's going to be blood. Because Saxa is a
I think you're right.
I also think... Sorry, go on.
No, it's not really a bet because I agree with you. I think we can maybe choose the hero. Maybe?
Kuroki's. Yeah, Kuroki.
Right.
CM not dying, although 33 taking a bit of harass here, but unfortunately that's about all they can do with these 5 sticky napalms on the Weaver. But yeah, I honestly think Sax is the best player on NiP in most games. I mean, obviously it varies from game to game. A lot of people rate 33 pretty highly, but yeah, Saxa is a solid, consistent. Even when they're losing, Saxa's always making big plays. And yeah, I think he's
I agree.
a great 4 position.
He's definitely pretty good. I would say 33 and Sax are definitely players on the side of NiP. 33, it felt like, you know, last year he had a better patch in terms of the heroes that he could play in
Roll
Young
forward, Miracle taking a lot of damage here, making it to the sidelines. 33 trying to chase zone down his sticky napalms. It's going to be 6 seconds until Sakuchi's there. 33 struggling to close the gap, though, will not be able to run him down. So the Weaver will get himself out. But these are the sticky napalms stacks coming into play, and actually they're going to get the pull here as well. Nicely done there to pull the creeps away from Kuroki. However, 33 taking some damage as Miracle's going aggressive this time around still. I think they're trying to interrupt the stack. A really deep dive from Saxa there, kind of missing both heroes. Maybe looking for Kuroki? Not too sure. Miracle still has lots of mana to work with for this Sakuchi forward, so 33 might need to be a little bit cautious here as Kuroki pops the mango to try and throw down some slows. Miracle's not particularly healthy, hanging around on 100 HP, but he's just going to get himself away. Meanwhile, the Earthshaker on the top isn't particularly healthy either. In the Mistcoil, PPD, he's coming in. He wants to get him here, but the Fisher off. Matuma Man, he's going to close the distance between PPD, and he's going to have a... No, he gets it! How do you get it in that situation? Both the Death Pulse and the right click from Matuma Man coming in, but PPD finding the exact right timings. And I mean, this is good for us, Bauer, because our bets are still absolutely fine.
That's true.
Batrider in the bottom lane as well. The Sakuchi forwards. Miracle's going to find it here in the bottom lane. Taking a ton of damage just from that burn damage from the Molotov, but Miracle will survive.
Alright, GH actually pretty low here. Can PPD get this kill with the shield and
the shield doesn't come off on him here. And actually GH kind of trying to play with him. He's like, come on, chase me, chase me. It's cat and mouse game here, but PPD will eventually give up on trying to kill this Earthshaker.
Yeah, he has boots. Way too fast.
I think it's pretty even, to be honest. In the across the board, to be honest. The only one who's really struggling is 33 down here in the bottom lane after that death. Missing a fair few creeps, and also 46 damage on the bat isn't very nice, but obviously the sticky napalm does make a difference there, but still it's a much easier time, especially when he's been using these sticky napalm stacks on Weaver all the time.
That's true, but I think the Batrider can recover. He can always just jungle a little bit. It's such a good pick against the heroes that they have on the side of. But yeah, Miracle definitely having a decent lane here, pretty much the same as the Lifestealer. In general, it's super tied up as you mentioned. I wonder if this Lifestealer is actually going for the Radiance build. I think you have to, right? You have 2 heroes that you cannot really hit because of the Crapifying Ghost round, so I don't think you can go arm with this game.
Yeah, he's just going to get kited to hell and back if he goes too heavily into the right click. I think the Radiance will remedy that. He could go some kind of race car build as the runes come up, and Liquid's actually going to be able to grab all of them here. A complete lapse from NiP to try and go for any of these.
Oh, no.
And Sax is in some trouble. Getting run down, going for the roll forwards, but Miracle blocks it. Still chasing here, doesn't have his Sakuchi to work. Actually, he does. He's got 10-1 charges if he wants to chase this one, but the bug's going to do the job all the same. Saxet getting eaten alive by the Parasite sent out by Miracle.
Alright. Shrine usage there by the Death Prophet. Already level 6, but does not learn the Exorcism. Just getting some points in the Spirit Siphon there. Pretty interesting. They feel like they cannot use this kind of waves. I guess they are not feeling confident in actually forcing anything.
No. Look, NiP feeling kind of on the back foot right now. Yet to get a kill across this map. Let's have a look towards how this mid lane's going. So we haven't really focused a lot onto that, but to be honest, things are pretty even here. It's just Fada versus Pugna, and I mean, things are going exactly how you expect them to be honest. Just evenly, nothing exciting happening. Oh, I say that. Mind Control, they're actually going to go fight each other now. I want to see some Harry Potter Life Drone on Life Drone action.
Yeah, but that is a pretty fast Pugna, so you can't really slow him.
Look at this, trying to keep the catapult alive with the Grappifiers. They kill the creeps. Will they do it? Using the illusions as well? No. Catapult. Oh, yep, they are. Okay.
Peter Pan, though.
He's waiting around the side, isn't he? He's thirsty for this catapult's blood. No, it's not. He's just looking to back out Fata. Graphite comes out, and with the Fisher as well, but the silence comes out to cancel up that life drain as they kick the Pugna back. Mind Control in a really bad position right now, and he's just going to get killed off by the Crypt Swarm of Fata in the middle lane.
Alright, I was like, there's no way they can kill, but they waited. Like, pretty patient by Saxa if they get the kill there.
yeah, an incredible kickback just made it completely impossible for Mind Control to find a way out of that situation. So really nice plays by the S-Spirit there. Just setting up for a nice little gank and punishing NiP for trying to be... Sorry, punishing Liquid for trying to be aggressive there onto the Death Prophet.
Still not learning that exorcism for now.
Oh, Saxa gets the TP cancelled up to the top lane here, and actually surrounded by Liquid heroes, but he will be able to get the roll over to the river. Miracle's still chasing though. Gonna Sakuchi forward for this one. I don't think there's a kill to be had though. We'll just head back into lane and pick up that CS. But up in the top lane, Necrophos could be in some trouble. He's got the Ghost Shroud to play with here, and he's just gonna Ghost Shroud and TP himself away, and they actually don't have the lasso to work with, so they won't be able to get this kill.
Alright. So they're actually giving bottom to the Earthspear now. They call with 33, but he's jungling. He's kind of roaming around here. I'm kind of worried for him. I think he really needs to start farming some items, even if it's only drums. Oh, Mind Control.
Yeah, he wants to get this tower, but it might cost him a little bit more now. They're going again onto the Death Prophet here. Liquid, are they going to pull this one off this time? Well, the shield comes out. NiP are waiting for this one. Running forwards now with a life drain onto Matumba Man here. Going to pop the Ghost Shroud, trying to help him survive, but the Flame's doing so much damage to him, especially with the skin map on tries, and the Crypt one will finish him off. Now looking towards Mind Control as well. He's dropping low. He's going to die as they look for more, but no, can't go any further than this, especially with the Weaver coming in the back, but a deny from PPD keeps himself alive. Fighter could be in trouble as the Sakuchi comes forwards, and Liquid find him as well. Unfortunately, the wall now separates Saxa from Miracle, so Saxa will be able to get himself away, but they bite back in the middle lane. Liquid responding to the aggression of NiP, but still a pretty good trade, all things considered, from NiP there, as they do manage to get both the Necrophos and the Pugna, but the concern comes in now as this Weaver is looking pretty damn scary.
Yeah. I mean, somehow 33... That's pretty good for him. He's going to be able to get his level 5, and he's finally jungling. But yeah, it's gonna take a while for him to, you know, farm drums or whatever it is he's trying to get. Lifestealer is indeed going for Radiance, no Midas. Okay.
Alright, just going straight in. Also the power treads on the Lifestealer as well.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I think he just wants to tank damage. They like usually, you know, Facebook gives you armor, but they have pretty much, I mean, besides the Weaver, they don't have a lot of physical damage, so he feels like the treads is probably going to be better for him this game early on.
Meanwhile, Miracle in the bottom lane dives deep for PPD and does find the kill. Wasn't keeping an eye on that one, but that is another kill going into the Miracle box.
Okay. 4-0. Pretty much top CS. That is a fine looking bug. Okay.
Maybe looking to defend this bottom tower. It's Miracle sitting on the front line. It's going to get silenced up here by Saxa, but the damage coming out from Miracle is nothing to mess around with. So trying to go for this bounty runes, but Miracle will find it, and PPD has to back himself away. Fisher from GH stops him being able to pick up the bounty and secures it for Miracle instead. Meanwhile, up at top, but Man's going to find
bounties for Liquid again.
Yeah, they're really doing well on these bounties front, and NiP, I mean, at least this time they went for them, but unfortunately, they couldn't quite.
Oh, Mind Control. Oh, the rose off the mark. Yeah. They did have last.
Saxa's taken a lot of damage in response to this as well. Will be okay, but still just punishment for rolling forwards there and not landing.
Alright, so Trad's Lifestealer having a decent start here. It looks like he's pretty much unkillable, so I assume problem. I just wonder, you know, how much NiP is losing for not forcing it. You're already 3,000 gold behind. And I guess since the bad trader had such a bad game, they felt like they couldn't force bottom, which means that this DP is also kind of like not doing anything, right? Besides trying to deep push middle. I kind of feel worried about the fact that they cannot make any moves. They don't want to infest the bad trader because the Lifestealer has to farm. And they feel afraid of committing the exorcism because they feel like they cannot win a fight. So it's kind of a bad position to be in. Oh, top.
Oh, okay, 33 is absolutely gone here in the top lane as the Batrider takes a fall. Very quick rotation indeed with that Reaper Scythe coming down on top of him. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, GH goes down. PPD under tower as well, trying to get the deny off, will be able to do so. And Miracle actually having to time-lapse out of this one as well, so that's put on cooldown at least. But still, 2 kills in the bottom lane and 1 up top for Liquid here as they are just outputting so much pressure onto NiP. And NiP struggling to find a way to respond to it, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse. You know, that's why, you know...
Bottom tower is under attack.
making it. The longest you hold on to that exorcism early on, the better your exorcism has to be. And it looks like they're just very self-conscious about using the spell now. 33, looks like he's trying to get travel, so this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of passiveness coming from NiP.
GH with the invis room. Yeah, GH is given a bit of scouting here for Liquid, and they see Saxer and Fada. He doesn't have the Echo Slam to work with, but he's got the Fissure and the Totem onto 2, locking them both down. Fada getting Reaper scythed up. He is gone, and Saxer in some trouble as well. Doesn't have the roll, doesn't have anything. He's just going to have to die here, I think, as they run him forwards. Miracle's coming in to grab the Sakuchi. Thank you very much. Miracle will take that one. And another 2 kills up here for Liquid as they're just getting kill after kill across this map. Liquid, the pressure is relentless.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough right now. I really think that they kind of smoke, even if it's like not the best trade for them. Oh no, no rage.
He's in some trouble here. Liquid might be able to find another one, but no, they will leave him be. GH runs out of catch, and he'll just be able to run himself away on the lifestealer there. Showed up a little bit of discipline, Liquid, just not chasing after every single kill they can find, but still, things looking very, very good for Liquid.
Yeah. Bad, and we've got level 6, so maybe they feel a little more confident, you know. They will smoke from the base towards the tier 2 top. Let's see if they can buy enough time with the glyph.
Coming in to defend this one from the Pugna Blast. They've still got the glyph to work with here if they want to use it, but it looks like they're holding off for the time being. There we go. Now it comes out, and the roll forwards. They're trying to find the Weaver, but will not connect. Saxer doesn't land, and now he gets rooted up and blasted down very quickly here. The Fissure coming in as well, but Saxer with the shields and the heals from PPD will be kept alive, and they get the tower denied, so NiP, they get a small victory here. But, I mean, they still lose the tower. And that is more map control coming out for Liquid, which is going to be more kills, more pressure, and less time for this Lifestealer to get this Radiance. I remember what you said as the game started. How does the Lifestealer play if he can't get a decent timing on the Radiance?
Yeah, and, you know, if actually...
Sorry, kind of...
a decent trade, because they would be, you know, getting closer to the Radiance. Oh, nice roll there.
Yeah, I'm trying to blow up Saxer once again. Miracle is going in deep. He's now got this Diffusal Blade, so much more damage than before. Saxer, absolutely 0 mana to use here as he will get blown up by the Haste Rune Weaver. And PPD not looking too healthy either as he's going to run over to the Shrine. They'll all Shrine up together. And now the Echo Slam comes down. They're trying to blow up Fada as quickly as possible. Reaper's Scythe will not get the kill, but the Freezing Field might well do the job. Matupaman gets it. And now the Sasu, they're dragging back another one. They've got the Weaver, but he's going to get the time-lapse off, and PPD going to get chased down by the hungry hand off. Nope, never mind. Miracle actually gets the kill with the Sakuchi, finds Ace as well, and that is going to be a double kill for Miracle at the end there as everybody from NiP ends up going down. Saxer will move up to the top lane to try and grab this bounty rune here, but might be paying here as in comes Miracle looking to find him. Oh, the Fissure! It catches out Saxer and stops him rolling away to safety, and now the Diffusal comes out. Doesn't look like there's anything Saxer can do to get away here as he's going to slowly but surely perish to Miracle. And now he goes godlike. It's a godlike bug. What do you do? What do you do if you're NiP here, Bowie? How do you come back from this?
Well, I mean, they have to take a good before BKB. Looks like she's going down, Sophia, right now. Well, I mean, they have to take a good fight, but, you know, they don't have Link Dagger on the Batrider, so they cannot infest him, and that is really the problem. They have no way of starting a fight, so until they find an item, I don't think... the only thing they can do is punish Liquid's mistakes, which they're not making a lot of.
No, that's true. Liquid are very rarely overextending me, very disciplined with their kills. And PPD, well, he just gets his ultimate popped. Weaver's still waiting there, thinking of going in with the Fissure, but they decide not to in the end. Fissure are out. They're trying to bring down Saxer here as Weaver gets in nice and close and gets a kill onto the Earth Spirit here. Ping's coming out on the tower as well. Fada is here to defend. Doesn't have the Exorcism. I mean, how have you got a Death Prophet on your team 60 minutes into the game and they haven't taken a single tower? Meanwhile, Miracle found another one down bottom, and that's the Batrider as well. That's their pick-off. We said Miracle was going to have a hard game. This is not feeling like a hard game. And look at this Catapult. They're trying to keep it alive so badly, throwing every single spell. They actually missed with the Silence of Mind Control, keeping it alive. Fortify being used as well, saving Private Catapult. The Grab Fight again. The Catapult lives. The little catapult who survived. Was there? I'm not even sure how much strategic value there was in keeping that catapult alive. I think it's just.
They're doing so much damage. Another decrepify? Oh, Matsumi's taking it.
Oh, Saxa rolls in, gets the silence up onto the Pugner, and now with the X-Sim, they're going to try and run forwards, but a beautiful fissure comes out from GH, and the Reaper Side's going to take down Saxa and completely stop the advance from NiP. Fada unable to get out of base to get his Exorcism to do any kind of work there. Man, what a fissure from GH there, just completely blocking off the advance as they tried to run forwards with that Exorcism. And straight back to work.
All right. They are forced to use level 1 Exorcism here. That is, I mean, they're denying a lot of towers. I'm going to give NiP that, but I don't think it's really changing the status quo of this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh. Yeah, I mean...
Bottom lane as well. Ace being hunted by Miracle here. If he comes across, if he sees the Weaver, I think he just needs to TP himself away here before he gets his mana drain. Yep, there we go. We'll immediately bring it back to base, and Miracle just taunts in front of him, says, "Get out of my lane."
Still no tower falling on the side of Liquid. Yeah, I think that, you know, when they had the catapults going level 6 on DP, they used the shrine and they decided not to use Exorcism. I think that was a very costly move by NiP because they never really had any other chances. Okay. Well, hopefully they can split push enough with this Batrider travels, right? Because I think that's what they're going for here. They don't want you to take any fights for now. They just want you to split push until there is Radiance available. And Ace getting close to the Relic at least.
Yeah, it's a long way back for NiP, but if they can get the Radiance, that's at least going to be some form of damage coming out in this team fight with it completely lacked beforehand. I mean, Exorcism and Radiance does mean that Liquid needs to be pretty careful. Their Decrepifers and their Ghost Shrouds aren't going to be as much use at saving them once these come out. But Ace just doesn't have the space to farm up his Radiance.
Yeah, oh, Matuma with the Force there, looking for Ace.
Yeah, trying to chase
him
down. He does not. 12 seconds.
Oh, God.
Lots of Liquid heroes to use their Rage really early here as well, which means he's not going to have it for his TP out. He's gone. Liquid find him. Oh, that was a sad death indeed. 33 is also farming a jungle stack here, which is interesting.
Alright. He's trying to split push. They're trying to just buy time, but you know, if your lifesteal are dying, you're not really buying much time for anything. And
yeah, exactly. Buying time for who? The deceased?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. The Batrider going travels when they were... I think... I don't want to call it a mistake, but it just cost them so much because they're unable to do anything. They literally cannot do anything, so... They can split push, and that's what they're doing, but Roshan is falling.
Yeah, Roche is going to go into the hands on Liquid, and Miracle is... I mean, they might not even give it to him, to be honest, but yeah, he's coming forwards for it. It does make sense. He hasn't got a Lincoln Spear, so they do have the ability to pick him off pretty easily with the... well, not pretty easily, but they do have the ability to pick him off with the Batrider. 33 going for this Blink as well. I mean, maybe that's another timing for them to work towards. The Radiance and the Blink Dagger, if those two come out at the same time, then they might find themselves getting a fight, but PPD is going to be the sacrifice down here in the bottom lane. The Batrider makes it out, but PPD will give his life for this one as he kind of just stands here waiting for death. He's looking for it, isn't he? But he's not going to find it. He had a very small window to be able to do that there.
He got a lot of denies, actually. I think he got like 3 or 4, but... Oh, middle.
Yeah, they're trying to go make a play onto Matumbaman here. Doing their best. The life drains come out, but Matumbaman backs himself away, and there is not going to be a kill.
What about the Radiance? He is getting pretty close to it, but they're so far behind now. I don't think that Radiance is going to be enough. Miracle is insanely farmed. He has way more DPS than the Lifestealer.
Yeah, absolutely. He's hitting like a truck with his Desolator and Diffusal. And meanwhile, another kill across the map as this time 33. What even killed 33? Mind Control? Okay.
Yeah, and that's problematic because that is the hero who was cutting the ways for them. They will start losing some real estate for sure.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top barracks
This is problematic. This is problematic. The top rack's just slowly being taken. They're trying to make a play onto the Weaver here, but this is the guy with the Aegis, so I'm not really sure. They really want to focus him down too hard. They will get the kill. Silence runs out just about in time. He doesn't want to use the time-lapse on his first life, it seems.
Okay.
But meanwhile, the racks are just being blasted constantly by Mind Control here. Matumbaman with the right clicks as well. Now Miracle gets him with the Desolator, and the top racks are simply going to fall. Radiance. All right, he's got the Radiance Gold. Let's see what they can do. Though he's actually bringing it out
Feels
to
like
himself. He's not TPing back to base. He's actually bringing the courier out to him, so he might actually stay out here to farm some more.
Okay. Wait, the courier? No, the courier's coming back. He's actually TPing now.
Okay, all right. Let's see it.
Oh,
the Radiance fight.
TP? Finally?
Fine.
Oh, okay.
And there she was. Roll in with the Infest. In they go. Striding burst out right away, but there comes a Fissure from GH holding them back. But they've got the Atos out onto the Necrophos here. But so much damage onto the Necrophos on the Reaper's side. Finishes off Fata. The fight is over. The Exorcism is down. There is no way that NiP can fight without this. And it's probably going to be their Raxes. Well, the Echo Slam comes down to save Weaver there. Weaver actually going to be able to time-lapse this one out as they turn their focus onto Ace here. Ace is taken out. And the GGs are called. They're going to call this one NiP. They threw too much away in the early game and could not make up for it through the mid game, and it leaves Liquid to a devastating win here as a first game in this winners match.
Yeah, you know, that is a trap that happens very often with lifesteal. Like you just, let's just play passive and get the Radiance first, but that can backfire a lot, especially against a team that is as good as Liquid and that has the puck. So they were just forcing towers every time. There was nothing that NiP could do because they didn't have that blink on Batrider, and it just snowballed into a very quick win for Team Liquid.
Yep, just one of those games where the momentum went in their favor and Team Liquid just ran them over. It was just, I didn't expect this Weaver to do this well, honestly. I expected the Batrider to be finding him out and managing to pick him off, but Batrider didn't do anything this game, to be brutally honest.
Yeah, and very surprised that Kuroki never died bottom there against it seems like such a scary lane. Team Liquid, he just played it perfectly.
Yeah, it really did. All right, then that's going to be Liquid taking game number 1 in this best of 3 series. We will go over to game number 2 very shortly, so don't go anywhere, and we'll see if Ninjas in Pyjamas can tie things up and get hopefully a couple more than 3 kills in game number 2. My name's been Nomad, he's been Bowit, and we'll see you very soon for game number 2.